Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I have more Legend League attacks for you with the Fireball Rocket Loon strategy. If you end up enjoying today's video, make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. Thank you very much and enjoy today's video. Alright, so take a look at this base. I'm trying to seek for some Flame Flinger value and there's honestly, there's not much of a Flame Flinger value. So I'm just gonna stick with the Log Launcher instead of the Siege Barracks. And my goal is to get a fireball onto the Rage Tower at the bottom side. So we're gonna start with our Warden. Always put in a Test Rocket Loon or a regular loon, doesn't matter. So at this point you see I want, as I've always said before, I want my Warden to walk towards that top side, so I'm putting in two furnaces towards the left side to funnel that left side. That way our Warden has a clear path towards our left, right side, top right side. So already we can use three invisibility spells, hit the Warden ability, and there we go, the value is insane. Now I gotta be ready with my headhunters because there's that defending king. Alright, he's gonna get taken care of easily. And as you can see, we've already created a cut, so my Warden will walk towards that top side. I can already funnel that other side with a baby dragon and some rocket loons, so my heroes can, go into this compartment, the fire spitter compartment. But we're just gonna wait for our Warden to walk towards that top side so he doesn't lure over to our heroes. And right now, there we go. And I'm gonna start with my Log Launcher, and that Log Launcher is gonna do some damage. Even to the Town Hall as well. And it's a Super Dragon, that's not a big deal. Plus an Ice Golem, so we're gonna poison both of them. I'm gonna keep on adding Test Rocket Loons to seek for Black Mines. My King ability is gonna get used right there to open everything up and deal damage to that Town Hall, plus all the defenses around it. I still have the Queen ability left, and I have to keep an eye on my Warden right now because that monolith is deadly, so I have to raise it up. Raise my Warden up. I still have my Royal Champion left. I'm gonna add one more Rocket Loon, or the last one. Put in the RC right there at the top bottom side. That giant took down that, I can't really see what it was. Was it the defending Royal Champion? I think it was. And we're looking really good on this one. So guys, if you, as I've said before as well, if you can't get a Flame Flinger in, I would highly suggest you using a Log Launcher behind your heroes, your other heroes, King and Queen, plus that Ice Golem, instead of a Siege Barracks, because there's like just no point of the Siege Barracks. The Siege Barracks is basically there to funnel, but the Log Launcher, it does so much damage if you can protect it all the way to a core behind your heroes. So yeah, and it depends on what kind of base you're going up against. If it's a base with a lot of, trash buildings on the outside, maybe you want to go for a Siege Barracks, but I recommend going with a Log Launcher behind your heroes. That's the most value, and that's what I've found recently. But yeah, pretty good 3-star. Alright, for this second base, so again, I'm trying to seek for some Flame Flinger value, and I end up, investing some Rocket Loons plus one invisibility spell to take down that Expo, at the bottom right there. And that way we can get both of those multi-archer towers, and that's huge value already. So yeah, don't be afraid of using them, of investing Rocket Loons or some of your spells. So I'm gonna put in 3, that should be enough to take down that mortar, then only use 1 invisibility spells. I put in a lot of Rocket Loons just to be, to be safe, because I don't want to waste another invisibility spell in case that Expo was like down to 1 HP. And there we go, I put in a, what's it called? An archer to seek for skeleton traps, and I also wall break it, so it can reach both of those, but both of those multi-archer towers. So I'm gonna put down 2 furnaces, one right there as well to funnel. We're gonna hit the Warden ability soon on that Rage Tower, and I end up doing a really good job with the invisibility spell. So you're gonna see I only use 1 invisibility spell to cover Both that you're gonna see. Just have a look at it. So one invisibility spell, yeah, that covers everything. Hit the warden ability, and that value is insane as well. So I'm getting ready with my other heroes. I use both of my house columns, plus the king and queen. Now I gotta be careful right here, because that Giga Bomb, if my warden does something stupid and, you know, walks over that Giga Bomb, it might be GG for my warden, because there's a lot of damage right there. So I gotta be careful. Put in a rage. Put in a baby dragon, because I want my king to somehow go into that. There's no way for him to go basically into those compartments, because I have no wall breaks left. There we go, I put in my headhunter because of the defending king, and there's that crushing mortar as well. And you see my Flameflinger is still going. Yeah, we got the value we wanted, and I hit the king ability. Yeah, I got basically no value with that king ability, because he ended up walking on the outside, which is not good. So I used a invisibility spell on my queen, so she can take down the town hall. And now we're gonna rage everything up, put in the royal champion. I'm gonna use an invisibility spell, put in the last 2 rocket loons to seek for black mines. I still have a headhunter for that defending minion prince. If that even does something, my warden ends up going down, but that's not gonna be a problem because we end up 3-starring anyways. Really close on time though, you're gonna see, which is honestly crazy. So take a look at that. Both of those minions end up taking down that defending minion prince. Can you believe that? Oh god. Holy. Minion prince for the, the minions for the win, I guess. So just take a look, I end up 3-starring on the 0 mark, which is honestly insane. Better than failing. Time failing, I'm sorry. So for this base, as you can see, if I take down with the trick I've showed you before, if I lure that royal champion over and take her out, we can get some good flame fling value. We can take out both of those multi cannons or ricochet cannons, and that's already enough value. So I am gonna use an ice column. You're gonna see in a second. Take down that mortar. There are some Teslas, no worries. Now I used an invisibility too early, but we're gonna take that royal champion down anyways with our last headhunter. I could have saved one of them if I just didn't, invis my ice column, but I was too early with it. And now our Flameflinger is gonna get some insane value right there. So look at this annoying hook tower in the core, but we end up, making sure our king gets hooked in. We end up, getting our king hooked in, which is insane as well. And I wasted a lot of time setting the Flameflinger up. I should have started with my Warden, but he was also honestly really close to a lot of damage, so like you would have to multitask on a crazy level. So I'm gonna use 3 of them. That was not so good by me. I could have taken down almost everything in that compartment if I have used my invisibility spells correctly, but yeah, sometimes it do be like that. So I'm gonna use a wizard because I have no headhunters left to help take down that king. Plus those furnaces. So already 1 multi-ricochet cannon is down. Now I'm trying to funnel this side with some rocket loons so my heroes can, walk towards that town hall. Other heroes, king and queen. Now the good thing is I'm keeping my warden on the outside so he doesn't get hooked in. So yeah, right here warden is not gonna get hooked in. So that hook tower is locked on to that king. And the good thing is he's gonna get hooked. And we're gonna get some insane value with that ability. There we go. That was some W value. So already at this point in time is the factor, man. Like God. My queen does not manage to take down that town hall. That's unfortunate. And of course I'm gonna time fail. I'm gonna get a 99% just because of that gold storage at the bottom side. Like, how unfortunate is that? Man, that is so annoying. Yeah, my royal champion is gonna go down because she does like 0 damage to that defending minion prince or any defending hero. And yeah, that gold storage remaining is so annoying. Unfortunate time fail. Alright, so for this base, already I know where to get a fireball. I want a fireball onto that crushing mortar. That's some huge value right there. But you're gonna see me do something really... I accidentally put down my king. You're gonna see and I'll explain to you. So I set up my flame flinger, you know, I took down that expo because I invest some rocket loons and some invisibility spells to take down that expo so we can get a flame flinger in. But you're just gonna see what I end up doing. I accidentally put down my king instead of that flame flinger, and that basically messed up the whole attack. Oh my god, just take a look at that. I thought that was the flame flinger. I put in my king instead. Oh man, have I not put in my king, I would have 100% 3-star this base, but you're gonna see, it was a time fail anyways. I was so close. Well, close and close. I had no time, but there was still like, let's say, 15% of the base left, but my warden was gonna be able to clear them all. But unfortunately I ended up time failing because I accidentally put in my king. Like, these small mistakes, I just don't know how I make them. So I have 3 invisibility spells left. I gotta be careful now. I gotta be consistent with them so I don't, you know, run out of invisibility spells because I still need that fireball onto that core. And I can save my poison spell as well, even though the CC got lured, but I'm not gonna poison that because my plan is to get a fireball. So 1, 2, that should be enough. Hit the warden ability and that value is insane, holy god. So put in some more rocket loons, yeah, test rocket loons as well. And now we can start with our other heroes. Unfortunately I did put in my queen, or she's faster, she walks faster than the ice column, so that expo ended up locking onto my queen, which is, yeah, not good, that's all. So I still have the royal champion left. So at this point I was like, alright, we might even have a chance, but of course I have to time fail somehow because of how trolly this game is. Man, just take a look at that. Like, I still have the 3 Yetis left. They would have been able to take down those remaining defenses, that expo and that multi-ricochet cannon at the top side, but yeah, man, I had no time. That's unfortunate. And somehow I always, you know, forget to put in my warden first and then try and set up the flame flinger. I just don't know why. Oh man, why did I say 15% in the beginning? There's only like 8% of the base left and I have no time. Yeah, another time fail. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video.